Obviously.
So when I say hi guys, welcome to, we'll say It's Bell Made together. Always. Okay?
Okay.
Hi guys! Welcome to It's Bell Made. We're supposed to do vlogs a lot more often, so we know we're totally behind, but better late than never maybe? Okay, so today's topic is really surrounding a question we get all the time, which is, how did we meet? So I think, so for a long time I kind of felt like Mitch never wanted to say how we met, which was Facebook. And I think it's just because, I don't know, maybe there's like there's like some type of stigma around it or whatever. But my motto has always been, you can meet a sociopath anywhere, so why not online? In actuality, we went to high school together. I do believe he probably sent me a friend request because we had a lot of mutual friends, and it may be like one of those like, do you know this person feature popped up? Like, why, how did you, like, I don't think we remember. But I do remember like him sending me a friend request, and at the time I was being like super weird about friend requests, so I like messaged him first like, do I know you? Do you remember that?
I don't remember the details, but super cautious, which I understand.
Yeah, so I was just like, and of course the answer was like no, but then that just basically went into further conversation. And so one of the things we talked about was like, we had a mutual friend that was a promoter. You guys remember like that 2008 through 12 era of just like constant bombardment of come to this party, like, oh, you know, and then so when you know somebody, you definitely get all of the invites. And so we were just kind of talking about like kind of how annoying it was. Who was that?
I think we met over a grievance with how much spam our inbox got through Facebook from club promotions and events, and that was kind of a snowball effect to a newfound rock solid love. That's right.
Sorta.
Sorta.
Yes. No. I mean, like, not right off the rip, but yeah. I mean, obviously we're married now, so. But I'm just like, not real.
Okay.
Like, okay, so, what was our first date supposed to be?
So the first date we're supposed to go on was actually to it was like a salsa bar, but I hadn't made reservations, and when I called, it was very last minute. When I called about it, she said, "Yeah, we got a spot at the bar," and I was like, "Well, this probably ain't gonna do for a first impression." So I had to last minute cancel and had to reschedule for the next weekend or maybe 2 weeks later.
Were we supposed to go to Intermezzo at some point? I thought we were supposed to go to Intermezzo, no?
No, that was down the line.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so, so like, I still remember like, okay, so I was at my friend's house and we were supposed to go out on a date some night. And even though we would talk online and stuff like sporadically, the day of the date, he did not reach out to me at all. And so I was like really, really like turned off by that. Like I was just like, how am I supposed to know that we're still on or whatever? And like in his mind, he's like, well, we scheduled a date, so of course. So I feel like we missed that one, and then it got moved out to the Livingston, right? The Livingston is across the street from the Fox Theater, so it was really fancy and nice. So that was our first date, and I'll always remember that. Tell them about like what you felt like when I was walking up.
I was stunned. I was super excited. Couldn't wait to talk to her. I think we ended up talking for like 3 or 4 hours that night, and I knew that I recovered well,
Uh-huh.
and I had her for the rest of her life. When a bird flew over and shit on our table, a bird dooted on our table, and she laughed and we laughed,
Yeah.
and she didn't think that was weird or shit, she
Because we sat outside, and y'all know, I can't speak for everybody. I can't speak for every black girl or whatever, but I don't really like to sit outside. So like really like when the waitress was like, oh, inside, outside, I was really like, he about to say outside. And so of course
it's right across from the house. You see all the lights on the patio.
So we did. So like, yeah, so the bird shitting on like, in my mind I'm like, see, this is why we don't sit outside. Not to mention my edges. So, and I think, do you remember what I sang to you?
No, yes, but I want to hear it from you.
Okay, guys, so at the dinner table, I sang the Ring Pop song. Okay, you guys ready? Okay. You can wear a ring around your finger, ring pop. It's a juicy, cool flavor. Ooh, ring pop. It's a lollipop without a stick. A ring of flavor you can lick, and wacky and sour flavors too. Ooh, ring pop. I don't know how we got on that subject, but like, I sang it too on our first date.
Still have a lot of questions.
Yeah. You guys know, like, well, for you, I'm a very silly person. So I think we were just talking about like things we remember in childhood, and that's like something that always like stuck out to me. Even now, like when I go to like raves or festivals, like I bring a bag of ring pops. So because I just think so much nostalgia, like it's amazing.
I do not carry Legos or any kind of Hot Wheel.
Okay, anyway. So the day went really well, and I think for me, what solidified that I would like to continue seeing it was like, like in Atlanta, parking's crazy sometimes. And he walked me to my car, which I had parked in the parking deck. And I don't think that was even the expectation that I had. And I know like chivalry and all that stuff, but I think like, oh, I parked in the parking deck, like no big deal, like we're gonna say our goodbyes. So like that was like, okay, like 0.5 or whatever. And then like finally when he walked me to my car, he asked me if he could call me again. And that's like something I really, really remember, because I just remember thinking like, I love that there was no expectation. Like he didn't assume that the date went well, but I guess that probably was your way of checking too. But I just really loved like how gentlemanlike that was. Like, can I call you again? So that was like really, really cool. And then, I got in my car and went on about my business. What about you? So, I don't know.
I knew I had sealed the deal. I was pretty confident.
Okay.
Look what she's got. So.
Yes. Okay, so that's pretty much the story. I think like, yeah, we met on Facebook, had conversations, had a couple hiccups trying to get together. Then I was like, am I gonna go out with this white boy? Cause you guys, like his Facebook pictures were like super white, like, and not like Eminem white, like I wear camo white.
I don't think I had one picture with a camouflage in it.
So yeah, but obviously the rest is history. So yeah, guys, like thanks for tuning in, and we love you guys, and we're still trying to figure out like what our next topic's gonna be. We think we're gonna maybe talk about, we are actually preparing to sell our home, and there's so much that goes into that, and I think we would like to share that with you, like getting your house ready, like your backyard, like touch up painting and like all that stuff, and why we're doing what we're doing, why we're selling, and just like kind of going into that next phase of our life. I think that's what we'll talk to you guys about. But obviously leave some comments, let us know. We will talk about whatever, and if we don't want to talk about it, we will tell you. Okay guys, again, thanks for tuning in. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.